Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. With a 10 by 20 inch canvas, stretched, that I pre-primed with some Artist Loft white paint. I've got some silicone brush tools and I'm experimenting with them. I'll include the links under the video. They're supposed to be clean. I thought they were. I'm ashamed. Oh no. I thought I peeled off all my extra. So I'm just going to make a sky and a landscape and use colors I like. Periwinkle, Vivid Intense. I wasn't sure how I was going to start, so I just started. This is a Frostbite Prizm Pour. I'm a Colourarte affiliate, so if you look, you'll find a Colourarte coupon code for a discount in the description under the video. Not sure how this is going to work out, but I will continue until I get something that I don't hate, I hope. This is Frosted Berry. I really wanted some oranges and yellows in there, but I'm not sure how to start with that. So I'll start with what I know. And this is a new Purely pigment. This is Elderberry. There's obviously something still clinging to the top. Which reminds me, I never did find my tweezers, and I've got two pair. Let's see what we can... You know what? I still want some red violet. Now the question is, do I go sideways or do I go the short way? I think I'm just going to start sideways. Just back pushing off everything I bring with me. Probably also going to pull paint down just to see what it looks like. Sorry about my head. Because the only way to find out how tools work is to work tools. And it might be really cool. I'm sure it'll be worth the effort. But trying to get things to blend is interesting. If I were using a matte canvas like you just get in the value packs from Michaels before I primed it, I'm sure it would absorb more paint. Whatever we get. We've got what we've got and we're going to work with that. I'm going to try to add some Vivid Intense white. Put it where I see canvas, just because I can. As long as the paint's wet and we can still work with it, shouldn't be a problem. It's a good experiment. I can always add more paint. I could even take paint away if I wanted to. Whatever it's going to be stylized. I'm wondering if my other spatula, my Oxo Omelette Turning Flip and Fold spatula, best paint spreading tool I know of, would be a good idea. I'm bound to get some lines with this. I want some more elderberry. I like that sky. It's not typical of anything. Obviously, I can see a drag mark, so obviously it's important to keep your tools clean. I cannot emphasize that enough. I'm just going to continue to add paint. More periwinkle. That was elderberry if I didn't say. This time I'm going to make sure my canvas is covered. I may never do another painting like this again, because I've got to start somewhere, and this is where I'm starting. Now, I lost almost all my red violet, so I'm going to put a bunch in there. I know I can scrape things away and move them to other locations. I may take a break after I do the sky and get ready for the blend portion, which is going to be using cell activator. I've got some paint right here, which I just want to push onto that rounded edge on the canvas. Definitely don't have much to go over the sides, but I really, really, really like my sky. With the exception of, let's do a very slow pull, with the exception of this canvasy spot. And I don't know why that's happening, but I think in time I'll figure it out. I'm wondering if I can learn to enjoy the texture I get. That makes me want to just put some color in and pull it down. Because I can, sort of thing. Might be working on the bottom half pretty quick, considering how well that's covering. It might be a completely different animal using a dry, unprimed canvas. They're still primed. I don't know why I call them unprimed, because they're still primed from Michaels. Well, somehow we got a lot more paint on one side than the other. And a plug that just came out somewhere, so I should expect to see that. I have to make up some green cell activator at some point here. But green isn't something I have a lot of. Alright, as weird as it seems, I'm just going to go with my instinct. And that is going to be to add some Mayan gold. And I've got, that's a Prizm pour. I've got sea glass. I've got little black flecks. That I don't really want. I'm going to grab some peacock, and I'm going to remember to shake it this time so we don't get a little puddle of juice that doesn't belong. Kind of want a purple horizon. I like this dark color, this Prussian violet. I've been using it a lot lately. It's one of my favorites. Let's make sure this is the vibrant aqua. And I still want some darker purple. And I think it's not going to be that dark because it's going to be the deep amethyst, which is still pretty dark. Just not as dark as the indigo violet that I was thinking about. I'm going to get some Fandango going here. Thinking Emperor's Gold, but I've got Tuscan Gold, and I love this Tuscan Gold. This is a Vivid Intense. The Deep Amethyst was a Prizm pour, if I didn't say. Alright, I think I better get busy before I get in trouble. No, I'm going to give it a little bit of Emperor's Gold as well, just so we have enough paint. I don't want to go too crazy on the colors, and I like what I've got. I could panic and probably use a playing card at some point in time. Alright, I've got a little olive boat. I'm sure you could use anything. I'm going to put cell activator in there. Thought I was going to use my palette and put colors on the palette and use it that way, but I'm not sure how this is going to work out. Maybe I'll just do that in a minute. Do what? I'm not sure. I actually just like the colors at the horizon, like they are. So I'm just going to blend things for a while, try and keep my head out from underneath the camera. Might want to go back in with some periwinkle. I think I'm just going to keep using my residuals across the bottom of the canvas. Could leave some of that periwinkle showing. I kind of like it. I still intend on using some cell activator, but it's not making me feel much like I need it right yet. And this is kind of fun. You do have to pick and choose your spots though. Thinking I should probably clean off my spatula, but I don't want to wipe it on something. I want to use it. So what I'm going to do is put it along the edge after I finish messing with this horizon line. It's time to try the cell activator. So I'm just going to dip it in. I'm not seeing any action at all. Maybe I'll try a different color. I like what I've got though. I don't care. Sometimes it's too much, sometimes it's not enough. This time I have no idea which it is. I'm seeing some pop. Maybe I just need to clean off my brush. Now I've done the whole painting with the one tool, which is not what I intended. But I am going to just wipe it off. And I'll try it one more time and then I'm going to grab a playing card. I was going to say if this works then I'll grab a smaller tool. Don't know what possessed me. I just want to try whatever I need to try to make an interesting pattern. I kind of like doing it. It's definitely going to change it up some. Just pouncing the tool up and down. Sorry, I'm out of sync. I still want to grab a smaller tool. This makes me think you could just put black on your spatula, on your brush tool. I've got 2 minutes, one of which I'm going to take before the timer goes off. Just going vertically and horizontally, and it wasn't a plan. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I am going to grab a smaller tool. Play with lines and textures. It's definitely mark making. I'm going to swivel this around so I can wipe off my tool on the edge of the canvas rather than waste the paint. And I can wipe it off with a rag so it'll be ready to go. Let's give it a shot. A little more cell activator. I'll try for one more minute. I'm sure I'd like the little one, but I kind of got used to the big one and I kind of want to keep playing with it because it covers more ground and I'm running out of time. So that's what I'm going to do. I want some white. I don't have to run out of time. I can just stop the camera and start again. How does it feel like to want? My tweezers aren't here, so I got something. It just wasn't exactly where I intended it. I kind of noticed that this lump looks like a mountain on the horizon, and I'm liking the idea of that. I'm even thinking I could take some, steal a little paint. Make things a lot less. I have to keep wiping the tool off. I'll grab some more white cell activator because I really like what happened with that. It does dissipate after a while. And I still want to go back to pouncing. It looks like a waterfall now. I'm going to have to torch. I see there are bubbles. I love that you can pounce and you don't destroy the cells. I'm going to change some angles up a little bit. Just figuring it out one stroke at a time. Alright, it's kind of cool. It's different than anything I was expecting, but that's okay. I want some gold. Some gold cell activator. It's Atelier. The recipe is under show more in the description. Let's see if it actually sells or not. Even if it doesn't, it's okay. Good colors. I like the colors a lot. I see cells happening. The verticals kind of remind me of trees or forests. It's very surreal. There's quite a bit of paint on there too. I'm surprised. The little pink spots kind of remind me of like puddles with reflections maybe. I gotta be careful or I'll get rid of them by accident just talking about it. There I go. Still doing it. Alright, interesting horizon line, and thank you guys for being here. I see that canvas. So what do I do now? Do I pounce? I have a tool. Let's try it. Skies have white clouds in them occasionally. Let's do a little drag without that filament. You gotta make sure your edges aren't carrying dried paint because it will release into the painting. Gotta be really careful because it looks like it's getting sticky. But that wasn't a bad use of the tools. That was fun. I don't know if I'm completely 100% done yet. That is the smallest tool I have. No, it's not. This is the smallest tool I have. There will need to be more experimentation. Absolutely. It's a little busy, but it's also kind of fun. I so want to stick my finger in there. It's almost never a good idea to. So gentle, and I can't be careful enough. I think that's really pretty. I love the colors. Thank you for joining me. Oh, I still need to torch. That is gorgeous. On the Amazon link, my 2 books are volumes 1 and 2 are Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, and the first and second 100 videos I made for YouTube about paint pouring. Alright, I think that's it, and if it isn't it, you'll see it in another video, hopefully, knock on wood. I love you guys, take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Priscilla out. Thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for watching longer. My email address is easpb and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com if you'd like to inquire. An artwork. Linked here you'll find Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, a couple of my websites, my Amazon link. Volumes 1 and Volumes 2 of my books are on the Amazon link. Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video. Thank you. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to the members. Thank you to those of you who use PayPal to make a donation to keep me painting. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys endlessly, and you inspire me always. My paint pouring recipes below show more. Thank you for being here. Bye for now. Priscilla out.